Thankful to be back in the Lord's house. Thankful to be alive this day. Amen. Title of my sermon, I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. I'll let Curtis know here. If church turns out at 12 o'clock, Curtis knows that Daddy didn't preach. Turns out at 15 after, Daddy preached. So, it might be Daddy preaches this morning. Bless the Lord. While you're turning to where I'm going to be preaching from this morning, which is the Gospel of St. John, or Big John, chapter 4. We'll be preaching from that. We will be preaching from the verses of the Scripture. I had the title of the sermon this morning. It'd be, God's Got Something That I Want. Amen. Now, you come to church this morning, and you didn't realize it, but Jesus has got something when you want it. Amen. And you need it. Amen. You need it real bad. I don't know about you, but I come to church out here a Sunday or two ago, and I come in and I listen to the singing, and I was kind of sitting over in the days, listening to preaching good, right there when the Lord preached. And then I got home, and the next day at work, I got to thinking, what was wrong with me at church Sunday? And I went over my life, and I began to look, and you know, I hadn't put a thing in it that week, and I hadn't put a thing in it that morning. And I got just out of church what I had put into it. Nothing. A lot of times, me and you don't put nothing in it, and we don't get nothing out of it. But Jesus has got something that I want. Amen. And Jesus has got something this morning. Not only do you want it, you need it. As we begin to read in the chapter 4 of the Gospel of John, it said, when therefore the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John, though Jesus himself baptized not but his disciples, he left Judea and departed again into Galilee. And he must needs go through Samaria. Now, Samaria was between Galilee and Judea. It said, then came he to the city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near the parsonage of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now, Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, therefore, being weary with his journey, sat on the well, and it was about the 6th hour, or as I've read and searched, probably somewhere around 12 o'clock. Jesus had came there and was sitting there at the well. Jesus was waiting on somebody. Jesus had something that somebody needed. And he knew somebody was coming. And it said, there came a woman of Samaria to draw water. She didn't know he was going to be there. But he knew she was going to be there. And he knew that she had a need. And God knows this morning if you have a need. Each one of us here this morning, I don't know about you, but have a need. And what we need more than anything, and you may not realize it, is a closer walk to the Master. And Jesus sat there and he said, give me the drink. In other words, he was thirsty, and you can see the physical part of Jesus, he was thirsty. For his disciples were gone away into the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, hast drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. The Jews had no dealing with them. And Jesus was a man, he was a prophet, he was a priest, he was a king. Amen. It was forbidden. Their law said that a man in his place should not even talk to a woman, not even speak to a woman of this statute. But Jesus, with his loving heart, had something to give this woman. Amen. He didn't look down on her. So many times in this walk of life, if a person's not dressed right, if they're poor, if they're mean, In this woman's case, if they're a prostitute, if they're a murderer, if they're a drunkard, if they're a poor person, if they don't smell good, they don't look good. So many times, you and I look down on them. But not my Savior. Amen. Not my Savior. He had something that woman needed. Yeah. He had something to clean that woman up. Yeah. He had something to stir that woman up. Amen. Amen. And I said to you this morning that Jesus has got something to stir you up. Amen. And to stir me up. Yeah. Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that saith unto thee, Give me to drink, thou would ask of him, and he would have given thee living waters. This morning, I'll tell you what, if it's ever a day and time in the church life, my life, your life, everybody's life, we need the living waters of Christ flowing in our heart and in our spirit. Praise God. Amen. I see so many Christians. I see, and I'll put it this way, I see so many old Baptists that are on the way to heaven, but they're not rejoicing. Good, amen. They're not rejoicing. The church is not rejoicing like it should. And I look at this and I think, and he told this woman, I'll give you living water. And the woman said, you have nothing to draw with. And the well is deep from which thou hast that living water. Art thou greater than Jacob, which gave us this well, and drank thereof, and his children, and his cattle? And Jesus said unto her, Whosoever drinketh this water shall thirst again. Whosoever shall drink of this water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up unto everlasting life. Amen. Jesus is saying, if you'll let me, I've got something that I want to give you that'll spring up into everlasting life. Amen. I've got something I want to give you that will make your life count more, will make you a better person, and brother, it'll spring up, brother, and that well will never run dry. Amen. That water will never cease. Amen. Now the Jewish people considered living water as water that was running, a stream. But I'm afraid this day and time, so many churches, and you and I, are like a cistern. A cistern has no running water. A cistern is calm. A cistern, if you look at it, the water is smooth. There's no ruffles in it. There's no waves in it or anything. And I've got an old barrel up there at the house, and I've got it on the side of the garage there, and it'll come down, and all at once he'll have living water. He'll have water running down into that barrel. But when the rain ceases and it gets hot, and that water sits there and it gets still, and if it sits there too long, you get those little wiggle worms in it. In other words, it kind of gets where it's not good to drink. And a lot of you this morning have kind of got still. Yeah. Amen. And some of you are like the wiggle worms in the water. Because when you begin to preach and get on your case, you kind of sit in that seat and you look around and you start wiggling at everything. God's Spirit's moving on you. And God's telling you you need to repent, but you won't. And so you wiggle around and you move around. And the living water in you is not stirred up. Amen. It's stagnated, and that's what's wrong with a lot of us. A lot of us are like the Dead Sea. You know the reason the Dead Sea is dead? And nothing will grow in it or nothing will live in it? Because it don't have an inlet and it don't have an outlet. It's just there. And this day and time, this is the way a lot of us are. We're just here. We're just here. The living water is not flowing. Come on now, you know I'm telling you the truth. You know I'm telling you the truth. You're going through the motion. but you're just here. You're not living water, you're dead water. The Spirit in you is not stirring. You can feel no power from God. Because Jesus has got something, and you want it, and you will not ask for it.
Amen.
You won't ask for it. You're afraid of maybe what you will have to do.
Yeah.
There might be a change in your life. Because when that living water gets to flowing, you begin to get closer to God.
Amen.
You begin to repent
Yeah.
of your sin. Remember I told you here a while back, and here I have been a preacher since 1970.